they don't want to have to deal with so much baggage, right? Like they don't want to deal with multiple baby mamas. They don't want to deal with, you don't like your mama, you got problems with your daddy, you got a little excess lingering around. Like,
I told you I was about to make that leap on the other side because I got tired of the snap necks.
Yeah.
I got tired of the attitude.
I think when women are saying there aren't a lot of men available, I think they mean high earning, attractive, heterosexual, no kids, non-cheating, healthy relationship with their mamas, healthy relationship with their daddies, but not a mama's boy, no crazy exes, not entangled with any other women, integral, humble men. I think there's a list that goes along with that. So of course there are men available, but are there quality men available?
This is an Iwegbus production.
Period.
Jumping into this clip here, we actually been reviewing through social media streets, ran into this clip that I thought was very interesting and wanted to talk a little bit about it. So let's pull it up and let's see what she had to say here.
Understand the frustration of women because what they're saying is there's not a big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a
That's
lie.
not a lie.
Listen.
What?
There's not a lot of good men who want y'all. There's a lot of good men out there like where the good man at? Like they hiding under a rock or in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at the bank. They walking right past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're going to walk right by you. Your pretty face ain't going to go too far because everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we're not looking at you. There's plenty of good men. They just don't want yours. I ain't never heard no woman say, I know I ain't. She'll say, this man ain't. He ain't. He was bad. He was bad. But for the most part, every woman think they're a good woman. What makes you a good woman? Who's auditing that you're a good woman? You are auditing yourself. Why don't you ask your exes what they think? Because all your relationships diminished and ended in turmoil.
Wow. I thought that was so necessary in a way to bring that clip up, babe, because, we had a little bit of controversy with one of our clips here recently where the dudes they felt like, we're beating up on them.
Yeah.
But this really shined a light on the ladies.
Yeah.
Just saying that many of them are delusional. Saying there's not many good men out there.
Yeah.
And, I'll first kind of speak a little bit to this.
Yeah.
I believe I really detect no lies here that there are some great men out there is if the women are looking in the right place for them. Okay. So some of them, many times women, and I think we kind of had these conversations before, but many times they'll go and try to grab a man that's kind of not even in the church or living the kingdom way. And we're talking about kingdom women here. Okay. Kingdom women. So a lot of times kingdom women are looking for a kingdom man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not a great amount of men in the church like that. So they then go find a brother that's out in the streets, out in the club or something, and then try to bring them in. And typically that don't work.
Yeah.
They end up giving up way more
than
they get back in return when it comes to it. And so I believe he's right. They're not looking in the right places. And also women, a lot of times they think that they could just get by with their looks. No type of growth, no type of development. Like he said, I've never heard a woman say, y'all just wasn't good. I don't think I really heard too much. I've heard you take accountability for some of your past relationship woes, like some stuff, like mainly them, but some things that
I was a child.
Yeah, right. You was like a teenager, but still it takes a certain level of character to say, I was a mess. I was some mess back then.
Yeah.
And I don't see a lot of women who do that. They don't say, hey, you know what? Like my attitude is messed up. So that's why he left.
Right.
Like, I had too many bodies. That's why he didn't really want to deal with me. And here's another thing. When we've gone to these conferences, what I've noticed, like we were at a Jackie Hill in Preston, they had a conference, and a lot of the women were high-level business women. High-level business women, and they said they can't even get hollered at.
Yeah.
So men are intimidated to even talk to them. So a lot of times they might just be single because nowadays women, y'all might be in the driver's seat, straight up. Y'all have to show the man. Sometimes you might have to show the man like, hey, I'm interested in the way. And I can say that because, babe, you showed me. You know what I'm saying? You left a note on my car. I thought we was just friends.
Sir.
You left a note on my car.
Your favorite story.
You was pretty aggressive and let me know, hey, I'm here.
I
got this pie. I got this pie.
I was not
left over. I went to this gathering.
Aggressive.
You was on it.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you was.
That's so crazy that you think that. But okay.
Yeah. So you was, you made sure to let me know that you were. Yeah, you were assertive. You were assertive and let me know. Listen, I am available. I like you. Do you like me?
Yeah.
That's in all your actions, and maybe women got to take those steps. So again, I don't see a lot of accountability for women when these relationships are not working. Okay, a lot of them think that the looks is just gonna get it, and nowadays that's not gonna get it anymore.
Yeah,
they may have to start being the assertive one. I hear a lot of women saying that nobody ever approaches them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's my take on it. What about you, babe?
Yeah, I agree and disagree. I think when women are saying there aren't a lot of men available, I think they mean high earning, attractive, heterosexual, no kids, non-cheating, healthy relationship with their mamas, healthy relationship with their daddies, but not a mama's boy, no crazy exes, not entangled with any other women, integral, humble men. I think there's a list that goes along with that. So of course there are men available, but are there quality men available? And especially when we're like, I know y'all beat me up on the last clip and was like, well, women are, and it's like, what they're saying is they don't want to have to deal with so much baggage, right? Like they don't want to deal with multiple baby mamas. They don't want to deal with, you don't like your mama, you got problems with your daddy, you got a little excess lingering around. Like they don't want to have to deal with so many of those issues. And so I do understand what they're getting to. I do understand that they're saying when we say there's no men of it, even when we go and listen, y'all gonna beat me up for this.
Just be real.
Y'all, I always feel, why do I always got something controversial to say, Lord? Gosh, I want to be gentle and soft and like say discreet things. And I just be trying so hard. But like, even when I've talked to women, y'all, we love everybody. I know everybody has their own thorn. Everybody has their own struggle. Everybody has their own thing that they're struggling with. But even when I talk to women that are believers and they're going to like dating events at church and like, in Christian environments, they're praying that the men are straight. And this is in the Christian community.
Ouch.
Like, remember, I mean, we've talked to women that's like, most of them was bi. And so women are wanting straight men. They're wanting an attractive man. They're wanting a man with a little something to not like, they don't want to build a man. And so I think that is what they're meaning when they say there aren't any good men available. It's like, we're not just talking about just a 9 to 5 and you just work a job. We're talking about like, it's the history that comes along with you. It's what have you done? It's just a plethora of things that I can understand why women say those things. Because again, even within the Christian community, you get in there, they barely save, they still clubbing, they're still rolling up, they smashing, and they haven't even practiced abstinence until you introduced it to them. And it's like, you've been in the church this whole time and you still out here just thumping and pumping. And it's like, that's what they mean when they say they aren't. So I do understand. And don't get me wrong, I used to be against it. Like, no, they're great men, they're this, that. But I think what they're meaning is like, they want some decent men. Now, I got to flip to the other side though. To his point saying, no, there are good men. They just don't want y'all. And I think what they mean by y'all is they're talking about the
y'all.
They're talking about the bonnet wearing, aggressive, toxic, non-submissive, non-feminine, overly masculine, non-smiling, unfriendly women. This is who they're talking about when they say we don't want those type of women. And I know, God bless this young lady. I don't know her. I have no idea who she is, never seen her content. But even as she's explaining this, she is super aggressive. I'm like, dang, sis, you straight? Like, are you okay? Like, don't let them see you so like that, boo. But I think men also are like, shoot, when we do see our Black women at Walmart, and this is coming from me as a woman, if I see a pretty girl, I automatically it's so sad, just assume they're not going to smile at me. It's been so rare that I've seen a gorgeous woman and she's like really friendly. It's so rare. And when it happens, it's like, Yes. Hey girl, like what's up? It happens. Don't get me wrong. I've definitely met gorgeous women, but I'm just saying, like on the day-to-day Walmart stuff, like I've smiled at girls and they've been like, girl, who are you smiling at? Like, and it's like, well, yeah, like men aren't gonna, and they get mad. I guess so many tangents. They get mad when y'all know, I don't know if you know when dudes be like, smile, you should smile. Like they say those little things at you. And it's like, you know me, I feel like I walk around with a pleasant presence about myself.
Yeah.
Okay, quick story time. I went to go get my hair braided, y'all, recently. And this was just such a beautiful thing to my spirit. I was just like, wow, that's really good. Really dope. But I was getting my hair braided and I was waiting in this chair for the girl to call me. And I sat next to this beautiful young lady. Her daughter was getting her hair braided. We had a very brief conversation. I set my purse on the floor. She was like, hey, you want me to sit your purse in the chair? I was like, yes, thank you, boo. And that was it. And the people that did my hair posted me on their website. And the girl commented, she said, OMG, she was sitting next to me. She has such a beautiful spirit, like such a beautiful soul. And I'm like, dang, girl, I said 2 words to you. But it is your aura, ladies.
Yeah, it's just unusual.
Yeah, it's the aura that these men are talking about. Like men can tell when a woman, like not can tell, because there are some resting faces that aren't friendly, but when you talk to them, they're super cool. But I think it's the aura that can be presented that comes off like you don't want to be bothered, and y'all be real single, really wanting to get married. Y'all might want to take the bonnets off when you go to Walmart. Instead of the leggings and the t-shirts, like put on a cute little outfit, throw on your eyebrows, smile when you go out, say hello, good afternoon, say thank you. Even if it's a dude that's not attractive, you don't like, just be pleasant. Like, what is it going to harm you, beautiful Black woman, for you to smile, for you to be pleasant, for you to be warm, for you to be welcoming? Because them white girls, hey, no, sure, well,
Hey, listen.
and then you be mad that they taking our men. It's like,
I told you I was about to make that leap on the other side because I got tired of the snap necks.
Yeah.
I got tired of the attitude. And
okay,
but
see, I can't have you talk about that because y'all be kind of dragging the women through the dirt to make them snap necks.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all do.
I mean,
like the men be cheating. They be cheating. They be having a bunch of women. They be doing a lot of dirty things that make these women snap their necks.
Yeah, I would say
you got me. I wasn't a neck snapper because you met me so young. So I didn't have long, bad relationships that made me respond to men in a toxic way.
Yeah. Also, I think, again, and I'll take responsibility in most men, we should take responsibility for picking the type of women that we chose. And again, I was in a broken place, so I chose I chose broken women.
Yeah.
And many times, and again, this is not a hit, I've said this before, many times they had issues with their own father.
Right.
So when they getting at me, this is all types of anger towards men in general, based off of the first man that they should have fell in love with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? which is their father.
And vice versa.
And, and vice versa. And same thing.
Men with their mamas.
Yeah, men with their moms.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times where I was like, all right, I don't want to deal with this. And the reason why you passed was because I did my interview on you.
Not I passed.
Yeah, you passed. All right. I had to make sure, hey, you're gonna be good. Hey, how's your relationship with your daddy? Because I continue to do this over and over again. And I finally figured this out. That if you got a relationship with your, and not every woman, okay? This is just what I've seen from majority and what I've learned from experience with other brothers as well, is many times if they have a really bad relationship with their father, man, it's gonna be hard for you. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of anger and things that's gonna come through for you. And then, like you said, if he has a problem with his mom, you're gonna see some of those things play out as well in the relationship.
I don't think there is if women do this or if men do this. I think if both parties do their part,
come on, it's
better. The whole thing of women need to be friendlier. It's like, yeah, but men are also like, can be very creepy and they can follow you. Like I had a dude, y'all, at Walmart, the scariest situation. One of them, I had a dude parked behind me. I'm parked in a spot like this. I had and he had to be foreign. I don't know if he was Jamaican or it was a little bit of everything.
My foreign brothers, they don't play.
Oh my God, y'all. He parked behind me, like blocked me in my spot to try to talk to me. So you got to also understand, like some women, I understand That's why I'm going in every direction. I'm probably like, TK, whose side you on? All of them. All of them. We all need to get it together. But I understand because like sometimes you do feel like you need to be kind of mean because, oh my God, Namdi thought I was flirting with him because I was smiling.
And you was looking dead in my eyes, smiling.
Because I was looking, and you know what? That has put such a flirting. I ain't even gonna lie. I gotta blame you for something real quick.
What's up?
I gotta blame you for something really quick. So Namdi thought when we first met that I was flirting with him because I made eye contact and I was smiling. So now when I speak to men,
it was the way you looked in my eyes. It was a little different. I had to look.
It wasn't.
How your new song and stuff going? That's good. Okay, cool.
Namdi couldn't, y'all. Namdi just has been able to look me in my eyes as in last year. But
pretty brown eyes.
Seriously, babe, you have put this idea in my head. Like now I am so distant and short with men. I'm like, I don't even look men in their eyes.
It was probably something with me. I just had to make sure, like, hey, sister. It probably was something with me. It's like, let me make sure that I don't lust after her or anything like that. And I don't throw any signals out. So it's just like, all right, I just knew to tread on ground. You was an attractive woman.
But why would you
you don't have to tread lightly.
This is what is not okay. So why would you have to tread? And we're having a conversation about music. If I'm talking to you, I don't know how to look in the sky and talk to you.
I sure did.
I'm gonna look you dead in your face. Like I'm talking to you. But anywho, this is one of the reasons too, because it's like, well, if you do smile and you do speak, people think you flirting, then they can
clarify.
Yeah, like dudes don't take the hint where you're like, okay, give me my stuff. Like, I just want to check out. I don't want your number. Like I'm just being friendly. So there's so many sides to it. But I think overall, my synopsis, I think that women can do their part. One of the things I always talk about is your appearance and how you are in your aura. I always talk about this on my, stories and everything because I get talked to all the time. Like people tell me they live stories. Like I just always get talked to. I always get approached. And I know that it's obviously the Holy Spirit, but it's also how I dress and how I carry myself. Like, I think that women need to get back to a place of taking pride in how they show up publicly. I don't care if you're just going to Walmart to get toilet paper. Sis, like, just look decent, especially if you're, I don't even know why y'all single and think that y'all can go anywhere raggedy. You can meet him at Target. You can meet him at Kroger. You can meet him at Quick Trip. Be ready. But you know what I'm saying? You halfway mad because you look a mess, your hair a mess. And then on the flip side, I think that men can do a better part of how they handle their life. I think that there is a thing with y'all can kind of hold around and just kind of thug it out for so many years. Yeah. But along the way, you done call STDs, you got baby mamas, you got issues with your mama and your daddy, and you never go to therapy because that's not popular. So there's a lot of responsibility, I think, for both parties to be more attracted to one another. So when a man sees a woman, she's friendly, she's kind, she's open. And then when a woman actually is talking to the man, she can tell this is a man of value, not just a high earning or high quality, just a man of value, someone that is actively working on themselves. So I think I don't think there's a blame of each party. I think both of them have points, and I think both sex need to do better at accountability.
Yeah, and we got to stop pointing the finger at each other. It's just like that in just relationships in general.
Yeah,
the best relationships is a relationship where the two people are actually working on things separately, where they're working on each other, where they're not trying to change the other person. And what I'm seeing is just the male and female going back and forth because they're trying to change how the woman is and they're trying to change how the man is. But like you said, if we would go to our own corners, a lot of times, and I'm gonna speak to the men on this, man, we have to handle our single season better. First off, not going and getting so many bodies on us. Okay. We go from woman to woman, and first off, I'm not here to condemn you. I did it. Okay, I did some of these things, and I'm telling you, it makes it harder for you when you're actually married. The higher the amount of bodies that you have on you, more and more soul ties. I'm telling you now, it's harder for you to be attractive to your wife when you didn't had all this different, things. You're trying to kind of build a woman in a way because you want her to get down like Teresa and get down like DC and put it all together in one little ball together. So again, we gotta first off stop that. Get the finances together, man, Because man, that's a big thing, is these women are out earning us. And we used to be in front, and I understand where that comes from. It comes from a lack of fathers that were in the household, especially in the 90s, early 2000s, some of them going to prison, things of that sort. And that's a whole nother rabbit hole that we could go down. And the young ladies were not as much in the streets. They're going to getting their degrees, their masters, and all those different things. So, in the time that you're waiting on that woman, man, making sure that you're going and getting educated, you jumping in programs, man, you're jumping in different masterminds and all that. You don't have to go to college to go to school nowadays. There's several different courses out there. There's several different masterminds out there. One of the great things, you probably even see it on my chest right now, Made Men. This is a group by Dr. Darius where it's a discipleship and mentorship program. And I know some young brothers right now that's about to go through it. I'm like, man, I'm so excited for you. You about to change your life early. You getting it in your ear in your early 20s.
Praise God.
You about to kill the game, man.
For real.
And that's what a lot of times you don't see brothers doing.
Yeah.
They wait until they 30 something, and then they start thinking about maybe.
Right. Like second divorce.
Yeah. And unfortunately. and now you got so many bodies, and we never take the time. One thing I will say this about ladies, y'all take a little bit more time in between men. On average, y'all take a little bit more time in between another major relationship to another major relationship.
For sure.
Man, we slaughterhouse. Next, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And unfortunately, we never go to therapy and work out some of these things and some of these different issues, and we bring that baggage into another relationship when we get into that one. So
yeah, I want to give hope to, like, if you fall in any of those categories that he just explained, like, you are on your second divorce, you are, plenty of bodies in, you did hop from relationship to relationship. I think that we have some of these things attached to us in our marriage. And one of the things that when you were saying, where you were saying about that, like men need to take better care of their single season. I think that it isn't over with, right? Like, even when I met you, there was still a emotional attachment because you were in a 8-year relationship prior to me, just a couple months before that.
Clarify that. It wasn't emotional like I was still wanting nothing crazy like that.
But meaning you've been with baggage. Somebody. Yeah, like there was emotional baggage. Like, baby, that's normal. And this is one thing I want to give to every woman that be upset about their man that still has an attachment in some way. I wasn't upset. Remember I was like, that's normal. To like, you would almost be an alien to just be like, forget it. Next. Like, that would be kind of scary. I would be scared to be with you if you had been with somebody for as long as you had and there wasn't. And I'm not saying, again, of course, yes, he didn't long her, but that baggage, that emotional baggage in it. But I think that it's still possible to have healthy relationships. It does take you being mature to have the mindset to say, you're a human and you were with someone else. It is very normal for you to have some baggage with you. So I do think that there can be this unrealistic expectation that the man that you meet won't have baggage, because you have baggage, whether it's in the relationship category or it's your daddy issues or it's your mama issues or it's your insecurities. We all have some type of baggage that we're bringing into the relationship, and it takes both parties to really be gracious toward one another. Your baggage isn't mine. I don't have baby daddies. I didn't have a bunch of partners. I didn't have, an ex lingering around that still want, I just didn't have a lot of major things going on.
Right.
But I had my baggage. Yeah. And so if I had looked at yours, like yours was an outweighing baggage, I wouldn't have been gracious towards that. And so I think that it's still possible for you, whether you are on your, you are divorced, you got a baby mama, you got a baby daddy, you whatever. It just takes your partner, your God assigned partner, to be aligned with you, assigned to you, to give you the grace to really work it out. Because it's possible. It's really possible.
Definitely is. This is an Iwegbus production.
Period.
Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content. Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Iwegbus. And look, we will see y'all on the next video.